Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube tutorial on creating a heart trail app using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. In this video, I will show you how to make a fun and interactive heart trail effect that follows your mouse cursor on the screen. So first we see the demo of this project, and after that we go to a VS Code editor and create this effect with the help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript step by step. So I open our project in a web browser, and you can see at this time I get a black window. But when I move a mouse on this window, you can see a heart trail animation effect will be generated, and its size will be randomly generated, large or small. And you can also notice its color will be changed after some point. So in this video, we will create this effect with the help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And again, I move the mouse on this screen. You can see it create a beautiful heart trail effect. But when I stop the mouse, the animation will be stopped. So let's create this effect. So I open my code editor, and first we start from our HTML file. So here I create a one index.html file. After that, we use a boilerplate and press enter, and here you can see it generate a basic structure of HTML code. And after that, we change the title. Here I write heart trail animation. And after that, we go to a body section, and here we write a one span. In this span, we pass a heart icon. Okay, so this is done for HTML file. Next, we create a style.css file and style this app. So I create style.css file, and in first step, we link this style.css file in index.html file. I go to index.html file, and after that title, here I pass a comment custom CSS file. And here I write a link tag and press enter. You can see it's create a link, and this is related to or relation to a style sheet. And here I pass the style sheet file name. So here I write style.css. After that, I go to a style.css file, and here first I target the body. So I write body and give a margin 0, then padding 0, and after that I give a height 100 VH and overflow hidden, then background color black. In next step, I open this web page on a browser. So I click on go to live, and here you can see I get a black screen here. So that's I go to a VS Code, and here I style the span tag. This span tag, so I target this one. Here I write span, and so first we give a background image. So background and pass a URL, and here I get a heart image. You can get anything. So for that I go to a web browser, and here I write icon finder. I think this is a perfect name. So I open this website, and here you can see you can search different icon. So here I write a heart. Heart. Here I write heart. Next, click on free, and after that you can choose any icon from here. So I choose this one. So click on this, or you can simply right click on this and copy the image address. So I see here, I see a copy image address, and next go to a VS Code, and here pass this image address. And after that we give a width, and width is 80 pixel, and then I pass a height 80 pixel. And after that we check this changes on a browser. So here I go to a app, and you can see I cannot get anything. So here first I give a position absolute, then pointer event none. I give background size cover. Now again go to a browser, and you can see I get a heart icon here, but I want this icon in a center. So for that I go to a VS Code, and here I use already a position absolute, but here I use a top 50%, left 50%, and after that I use a transform, translate, and here minus 50% and minus 50%. Now our heart come into a center. So here you can see our heart in a center of the web page. So we complete the HTML code and CSS code, but in the next step we write a JavaScript code to animate this heart. Like that, when we move a mouse on the screen, the heart animation will be pop up. When we stop the cursor, the animation will be hide. So for that we write a JavaScript code. So I go to a VS Code. Here I create a script file. So I write script.js. You can give any name to this file and press enter. In next step, I link this file into index.html file. So at the bottom here I write script, and in this src attribute I pass this script.js file name. So after that we go to a script.js file, and here I write a JavaScript functionality for the animation. So first we get the body element from the HTML. So here I write const body el, and el mean element, and here I use a document dot query selector, and here I pass this body element. So this one body tag. After that we apply a add event listener on this body element. So I write body element dot add event listener. So here I apply a mouse moved event listener. I want when I move a mouse on our web page, it generate a animation. So for that I use a mouse move, and then I use a callback function. So in next step, what we can do here, I check the function, our function is work properly or not. So for that I use a console.log method, and in this method I pass any string here. So I write mouse move, and now go to a browser and inspect this page and go to a console, and you can see I load the page, and you can see when I move a mouse on this screen, the mouse move function will be called. But I want when I mouse a move, it generate animation. For that I go to a VS Code and remove this console, and after that here I pass a event, and then I check the x-axis and y-axis of the mouse. So here I write console.log, and then I use a event, not event, I use pass only a e. So here I pass e, and you can completely write event. After that I write offset x, then go to a browser, and you can see I move a mouse on this page, you can see it give a x a value, and after that when I change this offset y, and you can see it get a y value, and after that we store this value into a variable, and then track this value. So for that I use const x position is equal to e dot offset x, and then for y we use a const y position is equal to e dot offset y. Next we create a span element with the help of JavaScript. For that we use a create element method. So here I write const span element variable, and after that I use document dot create element method here, create element, and here I pass the element name which we want to create. So here I want to create a span, so here I write a span. Next I save this file and I show the span element in a browser. So here I write console.log, and after that I pass this span element variable. I go to a browser and I reload the page, and when I move a mouse on this page, you can see it generate a bunch of span element here. But we want to create this span element in an HTML file. So instead of console, So what we can do here, I go to a VS Code and here I append this span element in a div tag or a body. So here I have a body, so I append this in a body. For that, what I can do here, I use body dot body element dot append child, and here I pass span element. And in next step, what we can do here, I go to a index.html file and remove this span. Okay, so I remove this span because this span we write for only designing, and now we are generating a span with the help of uh, JavaScript. We don't need this span. So I go to a browser, and now you can see when I move a mouse here, it generate a heart here. But we need to move this heart with the help of this mouse move event. For that, what we can do here, I go to a VS Code and here I set the position according to mouse move. So here I write span element dot style and dot left. Here you can see in style.css, here I give a left 50%, but we don't want directly this 50%. We generate a heart with the mouse move position. So I get the X position of mouse and Y position of mouse. So here I use this value. So here I use X position, and after that I concatenate with the PX, and then I use span element dot style and then top, and here I use Y position plus PX. Save this, and now I go to a browser. So now you can see when I move a mouse on this black screen, it generate a bunch of heart, but we don't need this. So we need to animate this star. For that, I go to a VS Code and then I use animation for that. So I go to a style.css file and here I create an animation. So first I write an animation name here. So here I write animation and animate 6-second linear. And after that, we use a keyframe here and identifier. Instead of identifier, I pass this animate, and on 0%, transform translate will be a center, transform translate minus 50% and minus 50%. After that, opacity will be a 1. Next, for 100%, we write transform translate minus 50% and minus 500,000%. Okay, and then opacity will be a 1. Now I go to a browser and reload the page, and now I move a mouse on this page, so you can see it animated, but it's not a final version of our app. So you can see it generated a bunch of heart here. We remove this extra heart after a few seconds. So for that, we go to a VS Code and then script file, and here I use a set timeout function. So here I write set timeout, and in this here I pass the duration. So here I write 3000. This means after a 3-second star will be hide. And then what we could do here, so here I remove the span element. So here I write span element dot remove. So after 3 seconds, span element automatically remove. So I go to a browser and now I move a mouse on it, you can see, and after 3 seconds it will be a remove. Now what happened? Now you can see the animation not look perfect. So for that, I go to a VS Code. Here we set the height and width of the star. So for that, we generate a random height. So here I create a size variable, and in this we store a random height. So here I pass math dot random and then multiply with 80. Here you can see the width and height of star is 80 pixels. So due to this reason, I multiply with 80. So next we pass a height like this. We give dynamically. Okay, for that I use a span element dot style dot width is equal to size and plus pixel, and after that span element dot style dot height size plus pixel. Now I go to a browser and you can see our heart generated randomly and its size will be randomly changed. Okay, small and larger. So but you can see the color of the heart will not be changed. For that we use a filter in styler CSS. So here I use a filter property, and then here I use a hue rotate, and first we pass a value 0 and then copy this and go to this 100% frame, and here I pass this, and then here I change the value to 720 degree. You can give any value here. Okay, now I go to a browser, I close the console, and now I move a mouse on this. You can see it generate a heart and its color will be a change. And when I stop a mouse, the animation will be a hide or a stop. So for like that, you can create a heart trail animation with the help of JavaScript, HTML and CSS. And you can instead of heart, you can use any things, any icon. So it's for you and your requirement, which thing you want to animate in this web page. And there you have it. With just a few lines of code, you can create a delightful heart trail effect on your website. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more coding tutorials like this one. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.